Hello, hello, it's me, Arktos, number 2 of AstraLog, your locked royal, your guy who decided to finally suck it up and draw on stream. It's very late. It's later than I usually start streaming, but hey, I wanted to get something in. It's been a week, so stop by, unwind, hang out, just drawing, just chilling. Tonight I'm drawing a friend of mine, another VTuber, Hiiragi Emuri. She streams mostly on YouTube, I think only on YouTube. She's part of the Mythic Live group of VTubers, and she's very nice. She's been supporting me and Ori since pre-debut, so if you are someone who hangs around YouTube, definitely check her out sometime. She's very nice. And yeah, it's gonna be relatively chill. I've got a lot of layers going on here, and you're probably looking at me like I have 2 heads, wondering why I have like 5,000 layers in here for like each body part. And that's because, well, I plan on animating it. I'm gonna break all of the different elements of the drawing up into their own parts and then pop it into After Effects and take it from there. Granted, I really don't like animating in After Effects, but we deal. And yeah. Let's see. I'll do the chest bow next, just to finish up the chest. Hide everything I don't need to see over the sketch. There we go. Start with the center of the bow, the little gemstone in the middle. Gem. That works. Fine. There's my marker. Yeah, so Fire Alpaca is usually my drawing software of choice. Granted, I do have Creative Cloud access, but I just find Fire Alpaca a lot nicer when it comes to outlining things. That's just my own preference, though. Like, no matter how I toggle my settings in Photoshop, I just can't get that stupid line brush to really vibe with me. Unless I'm just sketching. If I'm doing something rough, I'll whip it up in Photoshop. Color. And that gem is the same color as her nails. There's blonde. There's blonde. White in there. Perfect. See, there is pink outside to it. I think I'll color the line pink. If I can get a good sample of it. Take that and just bump it up a little bit. That works. Alpha. Doesn't really look good against the green, does it? I'll let it sit. Actually, how does... Yeah, let's see. How does it look a little darker? Still not the greatest. But if... I'm not a fan of that either. Better zoomed out. A little red, maybe? I'll leave it black and then come back to it, I think. Hello, Moonman. Welcome in. I hope you've had a nice day. Or nice week. Or nice night. At least some nice things going on. Bow. Chest bow. Doing nicely, yes. I love to hear it. Welcome in. Chest bow. Upper. Drawing a friend? Yes, I'm drawing a VTuber friend, Hiiragi Emuri. She streams basically only on YouTube. She's part of the Mythic Live VTuber group, and she's a very good friend of mine, been supporting me since before debut. So, if you're ever on YouTube, feel free to check her out sometime. She's also very chill and very sweet. Chest bow, upper... What side do I want to do first? Let's do it to the right. Upper. Yes. Here's a... This is her latest outfit. She's got several outfits at this point, so I'm just drawing fan art of her latest one. Mostly because it was the first reference I dug up. Hide you. Yeah, it's just gonna be a little more chill and quiet than usual tonight. I tend to get really in the zone when I draw, for better or worse, which is part of why I've kind of put off, you know, doing a drawing stream. It's because I get real quiet. But just testing the waters. We'll see how it goes. Works. Can't imagine talking and drawing at the same time. Yeah, it's a skill I need to build up, so might as well start now. Right. Yeah, I'm actually doing this particular drawing a bit more in depth than I usually do in my cleanup process. Usually I'll just make I'll merge all the lines onto one flat layer and not have it broken up into individual body parts like I'm doing right now. But the reason I'm doing it like this is because I plan on animating it after the fact. Just a simple puppet animation, nothing too crazy, but I want to really get stuff out there. Yeah. I do have access to pretty good animation software. I have Creative Cloud. I refuse to use really Adobe stuff to animate if I can avoid it, but in this circumstance I'm going to be using After Effects. Remember my short lore animation? Yeah, that's all me. Honestly forgot I made that. Color. chest, bow, upper left. What got you into drawing, if you don't mind me asking? Let's see, that really takes me back. Well, as my early human years, I was a dragon kid. You know, we always tend to break kids up into being, are you the horse kid, the dinosaur kid, or the dragon kid? I was the dragon kid. I got really into, like, the dragonology books. And by the time I was in, like, 5th, 6th grade, that was, like, half of what I wanted to draw. It was just, like, really, really poorly drawn dragons. Which, I mean, were mostly the way I drew them, just kind of like snakes with wings. Like, I think the way I drew them was kind of like something like, you know how Dragonair looks? Kind of like that, but with wings. Like... And then I'd give him something like this. And that was like how I drew dragons. It was like that. Something like that. But I really like drawing them. Which is funny, because I can't really draw dragons all that well too now. But from there, I also like got into like the usual nerd stuff. Like, I was a really, really big like Naruto fan back in the day. So of course I had like a Naruto OC and all of that. And what else? Invader Zim. I like to draw a lot of like Zim characters and stuff like that. And actually how I came across DeviantArt was neither of those. Everyone had a Naruto OC? Oh, you bet everyone had a Naruto OC. But actually, how I actually came across DeviantArt, because I did used to have an account, was actually neither of those shows. It was Shaolin Showdown. And we're talking like ancient DeviantArt here, like before groups were even a thing. So there's little old me on the family computer, like just kind of Googling stuff. I guess not really Googling. I got just like web searching stuff. Yeah, Shaolin Showdown was a great show. Shoutouts to Jack Spicer. But this was back before groups were a thing on DeviantArt, so that's how old we're talking. And there was like a fan page for it that like just the community could contribute to. And I was like, this website's awesome. It's got like, it's not even. This website's awesome. It's got all sorts of cartoon drawings and stuff on it. I want to join. Mind you, at the time, I was like in Earth years too young to really have an account. So I just kind of lurked for a bit. Not really understanding the concept of making accounts online. But eventually, I did cave. I did make an account. And by that time, like, my obsession with said show had kind of already passed because, you know, attention span of, things that don't have attention spans. Always ask your parents' permission before going online. Heck yeah, if Neopets didn't teach me that. That's good enough. Hi, Emuri! Of course. I figure I already drew myself. I already drew Orion, and you're like, you've been supporting both of us since the start, so it just felt right. It felt right for you to be the first person I streamed drawing. So yeah, thanks for stopping in. But yeah, DeviantArt. What a website. It's too bad it's all like taking the AI route now. It's a real shame. Granted, the site, in my opinion, is kind of having one of those, like, it grew to, it stayed so long that it saw itself become the villain type of deal. So excited to see how it turns out. Your art is amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to finish it too. I've been like slowly working on it for a while, so, you know, might as well stream it and get things going a little bit faster. Because between kingdom work and trying to do things offline, it's just like, well, I only have so many hours in the day. Oh, if only there were more hours in a day. That'd probably honestly be more hours I'd be asked to be at the kingdom, so probably better that there's not more hours in the day. Chest bow. Lower left. Fine. Awesome. But yeah, in terms of like... Oh, also, digging up, you know, some memories, just brushing off all the dust in my brain. Back in the day, there was me and a friend in grade school where the two of us would, like, just draw Kirby characters and stuff like that in, like, grimy little notebooks that we had. And, like, this friend of mine, like, the only TV she could really, like, watch, or the really only cartoons she could watch were, like, the Saturday morning ones, because her parents didn't have, like, full cable or something like that. So she was, like, obsessed with Kirby. Rightfully so. Who wouldn't be obsessed with Kirby? That and Tokyo Mew Mew. So it's like the two of us would spend hours just being like, here's a Kirby that I drew, check it out. She ended up eventually taking most artistic for our class in senior year, so good for her. She ended up being a really good artist too. I don't think she does it so much anymore, but we also haven't talked in a bit. Just last I heard of her, she joined the military and also became a mom. At least I think it was the military. It was some sort of military adjacent thing. We took two very different paths in life. Yeah, happy for her too. Yeah. Nudge. Whoop. Shoot over a little bit. Shoot over a little bit. Better. Okay. That should take care of the chest. I will add the little cats later. Did that. I did the upper skirt. Cool. So then, I guess we'll do the tail next. So I want that to be above the hair. Yeah. Admittedly, I'm the kind of person where I didn't have the greatest time in high school. Like, I didn't particularly have a bad time in high school. But, like, I didn't really have any, like, best friends in the whole wide world kind of deal. I was in that kind of group where it's just like, well, we're people with similar enough interests so we can hang out. Really, my best friends really came in college years, and I'm so thankful for them. Didn't mean to name it that. Pose is so cute. Yeah. I tried. I hope I've captured your cuteness well. Okay, hide the skirt. And now I get to play the fun game of trying to keep this parallel enough. We're gonna be here a bit. So the animation software that I usually use is like vector-based. So if I were to draw a line, I'd be able to just take the pen tool and just like draw it once and then tweak it and then basically get it perfect. But I'm not doing that here. This is raster software, so I get to fight with my desire for clean lines. No, we can do better. Good enough. Now just connect them. We can do better. Here, try flipping it. When in doubt, flip the canvas. Okay, now we can do this game. Yeah, unfortunately, for better or worse, I'm like somewhat of a perfectionist with my lines, and it's something I really need to get over with. Like, that's one of my biggest faults, is I just spend too long with the line art. But it is what it is. It's funny because like I tend to really like seeing like grunginess in other people's art styles. It's like, why can't I just be content with seeing it in my own? Okay. Oh, that wasn't long enough. That was where the ribbon goes over. I am a fool. Big sucker for crisp, clean as possible lines in my own art. Almost there. Do a little brown. How's that look zoomed out? This looks a little lumpy. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Now to add the ribbons. 1, 2, 2. Get more centered, please. 2. That's fine. Thank you for the Twitch follow, Emuri. I just saw that. I didn't realize you also had a Twitch. Thought you only stream on YouTube. I guess it makes sense since there are things that you can't really stream on YouTube. Okay, and then I'll do that little ribbon on a separate layer. First, let's close up the tail. Anyway, get some color. probably add a little shadow to that too. It's a really simple one. Yeah, just like that. Done. Safety save. Always safety save. Okay, and then she's got these little ribbons that are dangling off. Let's do skirt. And then right. I could probably give that a better silhouette than that. Let's start with those. That's better. That's much better. What? Zoom out. Thank you. Could probably honestly just duplicate that. Spread ribbon left. There, rotate. Flip. Get over here. Easy. And then one for the tail. Tail ribbon. Nice. Wow, I love the art. Thank you, Silver of Nope. And thank you for the follow, too. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night, good week, good Friday, or Saturday, whichever time zone you're in. Thank you very much. That takes care of the tail, extra ribbons. I'll start with the legs. The legs, aside from the ribbons behind the feet, will be... yeah, I'll separate the layers for those. Let's see, it goes ahead of there, head of there. Leg. Right. Hide the skirt. Safety save. Nice. Make that a little wider around the knee. Oh hey, and I hit 20 Twitch followers too. Thank you very much, everyone. As a small reminder, granted I haven't really mentioned it recently, but once I get 50 Twitter followers, I'll be doing an art giveaway of some sort. That's also part of why I'm trying to finish this, is because it gives me more examples to really work with. Aside from just, you know, the little chibis of myself and Orion. Sucker for thick, emboldened line styles. Yeah, me too. I try to get like a lot of my inspiration from like mid-2000s cartoons and all of that. 6 more followers on Twitter. Yeah, I notice I'm getting pretty close by the day, so I'm pretty excited. I know it's like a very small milestone, but hey, it's still impressive to me, I think. Has like that Persona modern vibe. I guess, yeah. Admittedly, I've never played a Persona game. I've just kind of admired them from afar. That's a lie. I did play the rhythm game for like a few songs only because I borrowed it momentarily from a friend. I've just never had the systems to play them, although granted I think they're all on PC now, right? If I'm correct. And now I actually have a decent enough computer, so hey, maybe I'll play them sometime. They are awesome. No one's gonna see this part anyway. Because I know some other VTubers that I do watch, like, did play them a little bit, though I only watched the, like, streams on and off, because if I do play them, I don't want to be spoiled for them. And I know that there's like some aspects of the game that were kind of like taken from JoJo's like stand powers, similar thing going on if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Confession Time, never played a Persona game either. Yeah, can't expect everyone to have played them, so I feel like admiring from afar is just as fine. Like, another example, I've never beaten Undertale. I've played Undertale. I've never beaten it. Maybe I'll try again, because I do have it on my Switch still. I think I got to, like, the Switch-specific boss, and just, like, never finished it. Only seen others play Persona. I do own P4 because it was gifted to me, so should get around to it. Good luck to it. Good luck to you if you do try. Like, they also seem like pretty long games, at least from my understanding of it, just viewing from the outside. So they've got like pretty in-depth stories and everything like that. And I did wishlist, like, it's not Persona, but same vein, I did wishlist the most recent Shin Megami Tensei game. Because those do look fun to play too. Get this little ribbon on here. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm lurking at work but listening. Hey, lurk all you need to. I tend to watch a lot of, you know, other people stream their things when I'm, you know, working on stuff, so I totally get it. But yeah, there's never any obligation to chat. You obviously, you know, only do what you're comfortable with doing, and don't let me distract you too much. Hopefully you're not too tired at work either. Boy, do I know that feeling. Wrong there. There we go. Okay, that takes care of one leg. Let's get some color on there. Go. But yeah, when it comes to like my own artistic inspirations, I'd probably say my biggest inspiration actually comes from Genndy Tartakovsky, who he's the guy behind shows like Dexter's Lab, Primal, Samurai Jack, and my personal favorite, Symbionic Titan, which was so disrespectfully cut short and ended on a cliffhanger. Thank you, no thanks to Cartoon Network. Definitely see the similarity. Yeah, I mean, granted, I'm doing this in like a more chibi style, but he's always been a big inspiration for me. And I hope one day we get to see the Popeye movie, which was also so ungloriously taken from us. I'll make the shoes the same color as the skirt, because those bows will be darker too. Go. So I don't know if Orion has posted about it yet, but tomorrow he and I will be doing a Pokemon bingo race for Scarlet. No, we're both doing it on Violet version, but I mean Pokemon Scarlet Violet, same generation. And I I've never done something like it before, so I hope it goes well. And that'll be later. Sounds like fun? Yeah, we actually took it from the idea from a different streamer that we both like, John Stone. He streams on Twitch Pokemon, but he does a lot of like really in-depth like Pokemon challenges like in video essay format on YouTube. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I've never really done a Pokemon challenge before. I mean, aside from my seen some of his vids, yeah, he's a really nice guy. I've actually met him in real life before. He's super nice. But yeah, I mean, aside from my own Violet challenge that I've been doing, you know, the Wonder Trade, and also my really sad attempts at learning Japanese. I'm really trying, I promise. I've never really tried a big Pokemon challenge before. So I'm hoping it isn't as frustrating as it sounds. I'm sure it isn't. It's just bingo. Leg left. Line. But we'll each have our own... Haven't tried a Nuzlocke? I really haven't. I'd love to do like a randomized Nuzlocke. Like, the reason I haven't done Nuzlocks before is because I kind of know what to expect with Pokemon, like, challenges and all of that. So it's like, even with that limiter on there, it's like I kind of know enough where it's like things don't really surprise me, if that makes sense. Which is kind of why I'm doing like a Wonder Trade challenge for my Violet playthrough, is because the randomness of like the Pokemon that are just traded to me by randos adds like a fun like mystery element to the game, if that makes sense. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, Nuzlocks in themselves are like a rightfully difficult challenge, and I know I would like still probably struggle with them because you have like the level cap, which I would like invoke. I know that with Scarlet and Violet, because it's open world, I wouldn't really know how to implement like the first Pokemon on the route is the one you catch type of deal, because everything just kind of spawns at once and you see it all. And I don't really have enough viewers in chat to like really have a vote on it. So I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't be fair to really do it that way. Maybe one day though. Lots of rules and stuff, yeah. I'm not opposed to it though. Just I'd like to maybe do it randomized. But that also involves like emulators and stuff, and I don't know the first thing about that. And I'm admittedly a bit of a stick in the mud when it comes to streaming things legitimately too, at least for the time being. That might change in the future, but for now I'd like to at least play it a little safe. You know, let me gather my bearings before I go too off the walls. Wasn't there like a Pokemon-like game that came out and then it ended up like being really not good? I don't even remember the title of it. I think it started with like an M or something like that. Like it came out a little after Sword and Shield did, I think, for PC? And like it just wasn't balanced at all or something like that. My gosh, I can't even remember the name of it. I remember it looked like really artistically nice. But it was like you could tell it was just kind of made out of spite for the direction that Pokemon was going. Which I get, like, if you have an issue with something, take matters into your own hands, that type of deal. I get it. I've been there, done that. Not with Pokemon, but I guess start with the T. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe. Man, creature collecting games are fun. I'll always be a little sad that, like, I really missed out on the, Yokai Watch, like, heyday, at least the heyday for it in the States. I think it's still pretty big in Japan. Because those games always looked fun, but I couldn't really afford spare video games for quite a long time, so I never really got the chance to play them. I played the demo of the first one, because I think there was a free demo on the 3DS, I think it was. Pokemon-like games on Steam. Digimon. Yep, that's exactly it. Temtem. Yes, I'm pretty sure that was it. At least that rings familiar. Or was that the one? No. That wasn't the one that was on Gaia Online, because Gaia Online also had, like, a Pokemon. I don't want to call it a clone. I never really got into that one, though. Don't get me wrong, I played Gaia for years. Maybe it was Temtem, though. Sometimes the names... Yeah, childhood MMORPGs hit different. You're still right. There's this one that I used to play all the time, but, like, I could only play it on, like, my grandparents' computer because it was, like, the only Windows computer in my whole family. Actually, it's the same computer I used to play Toho. But anyway, there was, like, a web game that I can't even remember the name of now, but, like, you played it in the browser, and there was, like, it was, like, fantasy-based, like, Flash, like, 2D Flash drawings. Like, you could tell it was done in Flash and all that. And, like, you were, like, you could choose, like, a different class. I know this is, like, really broad, because, like, everything is just gonna be, like, fantasy, choose a class. I want to be the knight. I want to be the mage. I want to be the, other thing. But, like, I don't know. There was, like, a lot to do with dragons in it, too. And, like, here's another connection to me being the dragon kid. Haha. Oh, gosh. There's, like, a lot of, like, point and click to it, too. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was called, like, Dragon something. Oh, gosh. One day I'm gonna, like, wake up in the middle of the night in, like, a cold sweat, and it's just gonna come to me. Another one that I played a lot was Pokemon Crater. That one was fun. That was like a browser Pokemon game where literally you just click on a tile and hope a Pokemon spawned. But they also had, like, not shinies. Well, they had shinies in it too. But they also had, like, dark and light versions of Pokemon, if I remember correctly, which were just, like, you know, the Pokemon sprites just kind of tinted different colors. And, like, you'd see other players. The fans do at Nintendo. I actually haven't played any Pokemon games since Pearl. Understandable. There's a lot of people who kind of fall off the Pokemon bandwagon after a certain point. It's always, like... I totally get it if people don't want to get back into it. I'm still a big fan. I've played every single game since forever. I own Blue version. I think the only gen that I haven't, like, quote-unquote truly played is Gen 2 because I never owned a Game Boy Color. But I've played like the virtual console version of Crystal, so that kind of counts, but not really. Gen 5 is my personal favorite, the black and white era. Nothing feels the same since then, but whatever. I still find them enjoyable. Just a shame that everything's just kind of so bug-ridden recently. I feel that Pokemon, or at least the Pokemon Company, kind of is trying too hard to cater to everybody to a point where they kind of don't know what direction they really want to go. At least for the main series games, if that makes any sense. Like, if you were to look at the key art, the concept art for the characters for Scarlet and Violet, the latest games, I feel like they just don't translate into 3D well. Like, they just... the expression is lost. Like, I feel like the faces in the game look a little... like, they don't scream Pokemon to me. Still enjoyable games. I really, like, enjoyed the plot to the games, but I don't really like the visual style of them. Even with the bugs aside. That's just my own opinion, though. I'm not here to anger the Pokemon fan base any more than they tend to be. But yeah, all that to say, I totally get it if someone doesn't want to get back into Pokemon. Some Pokemon games that I really wish they would bring back, though, are the Ranger games. I feel like the Switch is like the perfect platform to have a Ranger game on, but they haven't taken advantage of that. It makes me sad. Granted, I don't know how you would play the games without, like, motion controls. Like, the Switch does have the touchscreen to it. Whoop, wrong layer. But, like, when I think Ranger on the Switch, I think, like, you've got the Joy-Cons and you're swinging it around violently to make the circles. And I can't think of a way that you would really do that with just the buttons on the Switch. Granted, the Switch does have a touchscreen, so it could probably work, but I can't think of any, like, main series games that rely that heavily on the Switch touchscreen, plus the Switch doesn't come with a stylus. So the games themselves would also have to have a stylus provided with them, I think. For me, it was just I played since the first gen through Pearl and got too burnt out. Plus, I like Persona. I played too many... Persona, I played too many turn-based RPGs back in the day. Totally get it. It's always burnt out with, like, being into things like that, I feel. Forget that the Switch has a touchscreen? Yeah, I always forget until I need to, like, input text of any kind. And even then, half the time, I'm just, you know, moving my little cursor down the keyboard instead of going in and typing it. But yeah, video game burnout is a very real thing. Same can really be said to any kind of media you get really into and just consume a lot of, like... Believe it or not, I mean, you could probably tell, I used to be, like, a really, really big fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, huge fan. And now I'm just, like, admiring it from afar because I'm too burnt out to follow it so closely. I told myself I'd, try getting back into it after part 8, JoJolion, the manga, ended, which it did, and I just haven't picked it back up. is no fault of the series, it's just... Man, I need a break. Got too many other things I want to look at. Put those little cats on the shoes. Oop. Oh, that's the left leg, that's why. Understandable as a Joe bro. Sometimes you just need a break, yeah. Granted, it doesn't help that, like, JoJo has one of those kind of notorious fan bases. So that kind of also was part of the exhaustion of it all. Which, I mean, there's still plenty of good people in the fan base, but it's just like, whew, there's so much happening all the time. Let me rest. Didn't even know Part 6 anime finished until a few friends mentioned it. Netflix isn't the best, yeah. Do miss the JoJo Friday energy. Those were the times. But heck, now I'm taking a break from JoJo has just led me down the Fist of the North Star rabbit hole, which is fun because now it's one of my all-time favorite mangas, and next year's its 40th anniversary. So I really can't wait for all the stuff that entails. Like, I'll definitely be playing the Fit boxing game once that gets localized into English, because it's out in Japan already. Yeah, I can't wait for that. And while I have played the Hokuto ga Gotoku Lost Paradise, the PS4 game, like I could play that again. It's a very fun game. I'm not the best at it. I'm not really great at games of its type, but man, I just love, you know, clocking the daylights out of baddies as Kenshiro. Great. Punching feels good, yeah. In video games, punching feels good. In Minecraft, don't actually punch people. That's bad. Skirt. Then probably do the ribbons next. So little ankle ones. Hey Ori! Actually heartbreaking seeing casual anime watcher JoJo fan friends not even realize part 6 was adapted. Yeah. Man, I was never a fan of the way Netflix treats anime. Granted, I've got kind of bones to pick with almost every anime streamer right now, which is a shame. Because, like, I do want to support things legitimately, don't get me wrong. It's just some of you are really on thin ice, put lightly. Granted, I'm just one guy, so it's not like me saying that really makes much of a difference. Equal ribbon right. Hey Ray, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're having a good night too. Or good day, whatever time zone you're in. Just have a good time. It's all good here, all chill. Just drawing a good friend of mine, drawing Hiiragi Emuri. Fellow VTuber. She streams mostly on YouTube. She's very nice, very sweet. I keep doing that. Keep putting my color on the line art layers. Safety save. Nighttime over here. The drawing's turning out nice. Love the line work. Thank you. I always have that love-hate relationship with line art where it's kind of my least favorite step in the process, but I kind of take a lot of pride in clean line art. So, it's a big ol' love-hate relationship thing here. Okay, and then skirt underlay. Mood TBH, yeah. I feel like a lot of people would get that. Hide the legs really quick too, and the tail. Get out of here. Get out of here. What's the ribbons? Get out of here. One second, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Sorry about that. I mentioned it earlier, but I actually do have access to Creative Cloud, like Photoshop and all of that. But I love drawing in Fire Alpaca, which is what I'm using right now, a free software, a lot more, mainly because I find lining in it to be really pleasing. I love its marker tool. That's what I always use to line when I can. It's just so crisp. I love it. I feel like I can never get Photoshop brushes to look that crisp no matter what settings I give them. That's better. Probably want to do that. Underneath, it doesn't need to be perfect. Yep. I love Fire Alpaca. Like, it almost feels criminal that this is like free software. It's got everything I need. Well, everything I need for the way I draw, at least. If you're doing like more painterly stuff, you might find more success with other stuff, like maybe Krita. But yeah, I'll always back Fire Alpaca. Plus, for a while, like me being, for the longest time, a Mac user, like it being usable on both Mac and PC went a really long way. I'll never understand Photoshop being industry standard. I hate almost all of their brushes. Yeah. Like, admittedly, I got the Kyle brush pack through a less than kosher means forever ago when I didn't understand that that was like, those weren't like just free downloadable brushes on the internet. Granted, I do have Creative Cloud now. And, like, I do have them legitimately now. It was, like, forever ago. I got them, and I'm like, wow, these are a lot better than whatever Photoshop has as its base. But, like, now the Kyle ones are also, like, baked into Photoshop, too. So, that's a whole mess of its own. Krita, I used to use it for pixel art. Ooh, pixel art. I used to do a lot of pixel art, too. Yeah, painting was the reason I ended up going elsewhere. I loved it otherwise. Totally get it. Yeah, I did try out Krita for quite a... Or at least I gave it a shot. I didn't really get used to it because... Why are you not selecting anything? Huh? Hello, Magic Wand? Why are you not selecting my layer? Layer. Ah, no, stop. Go back. Go back. Full window. Okay. Sure. There we go. Got those through college. Saved my damn life. Yeah. I really like to... Like, if I'm just sketching, I'll usually sketch in Photoshop because I feel like I can be looser in Photoshop than I can with Fire Alpaca. I usually use the animator's pencil or the Chinese brush. Those are usually my go-to. They're just so crunchy. Granted, Fire Alpaca does have the, is it the flat brush? This one, well, I have it kind of tweaked right now. If I take random, lower the spacing, it's like, I can kind of get like a similar effect through that. I have it really big right now. But yeah, like that. It's just because it's kind of fuzzy, it feels a little bit more freeing to draw with, as opposed to like the crisp lines I have going on here. If that makes any sense whatsoever. What was I doing? Right, color. What am I doing where my magic wand is not magic wanding? I have changed none of my settings. Fine, we'll do it this way. Mostly the only reason I kind of keep Creative Cloud around is because there's not really like a good equivalent to After Effects. At least not any that I've found yet. Like, I've tried some other things here and there, but I like that After Effects has like a good mix of like motion graphic tools as well as video editing tools. Usually the like equivalents to them that people name just kind of have the video editing aspect of them and not so much the motion graphics aspect of them. I go crazy with the particle systems. Very, very easy way to just, whoa, what are you doing? I must have had something selected. That's probably why it wasn't working. And skirt. Inside of the skirt to be darker. Gotta go. Thank you for the stream, Arktos. Please, just call me Uma. Uma's fine enough. Love the art. Can't wait to see it when it's finished. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, and good luck at work. Really appreciate it. After Effects is great. Sony Vegas is my free alternative, but just doesn't hit the same. Yeah, I have tried Sony Vegas. I think Orion, if he's still in chat, I think he uses DaVinci. Granted, that's a paid software. But I don't know, everything I've seen from DaVinci kind of doesn't have the stuff that I look for. So, until I find like a true equivalent, I'll probably still have Creative Cloud on me. Plus, since I do a number of professional, quote-unquote professional level stuff, it does help to just kind of have them around. DaVinci is free? Why did I think it wasn't? Huh. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Orion uses. He used that to make the AstraLog debut trailer. I'm pretty sure. Ayo, gotta check that out. Care of the skirt. Actually, one thing I will do with the skirt. Skirt. Use DaVinci Resolve for standard video editing things. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done better than a lot of other alternatives for free. What he said. That's kind of my understanding of it too. Thank you for chiming in. Gaps here. There we go. Premium version of industry standard color correction tools, apparently. Huh. Interesting. But does it have particle systems? That's admittedly a really big selling point for me, because stupid particle systems, Creative Cloud or whatever, it goes such a long way. Just randomly generated little particles to fill the void. Really easy to tweak. God, I hate Adobe. Like, shoot, once I eventually pop this art into After Effects, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I don't plan on using particle systems for this, but man, it is versatile. Leg. Tail. I think I just need to do the hat and the little cats now. Yes. Oh, and before I forget, which bang is that? Right bang? Right bang. Yeah. Need little clips. That works. There we go. And if you're probably sitting there wondering why there's like her eyes look all funky, that's because I have drawings for both open and closed eyes, so I can make her blink. That's why the eyes are all weird looking. Just so you know. Do the braid. Braid. Let go above the lower hair. Left hair. I guess right here is fine. Fine enough. Not bad. Braid. Did it again. There we go. Then hat. Saving the hat for last because I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to layer it out. Let's hide a lot of the head layers. Where's the hair? Like all of the hair. There we go. So I'm probably going to have to do this. Like, big puffy part is one layer. Then the upper part of the brim, and that can also have the little like, pearl things here layered with them. Then like a little mistletoe, and they'll also add the violin with them. Be one. I can't see myself really warping them too much. And then one for the like underlay of the brim, which will go like behind the head. And then two different ones for the bow back here. I think that makes sense. She's not going to be tilting her head too crazy, but I do want to like be able to rotate it a little bit just to make it feel a little more alive. If that makes sense. I've worked with like a lot of animation rigs before, so I try to like consider as much as I can. That's great. Okay. So top part, the hat, be above all of this. Good enough. To connect that under here. She's got the little pattern on her hat too. Probably make those lines a little bit thinner. Oh, I've got hiccups. I apologize in advance if I like start hiccuping a bit. Had one. Hopefully that's it. Apron. Inside the hat. Man, so recently I came across a clip of one of my favorite VTubers. And it was from a couple years ago, and it's his first time playing Minecraft. Mind you, I started following this guy, like, what, year and a half, 2 years after he started streaming? And it was because of Minecraft that, like, I started following him. So I just kind of was under the assumption that he was always very good at the game. But this clip from his first stream, it was like, he had no idea what he was doing. And I'm like, man, if I just keep at it, maybe I'll have some sort of idea what I'm doing in the future, too. Not even just necessarily with Minecraft. Just gotta put in the effort, little by little. And there's my optimism for the day. I don't know, it just feels good to, like, know there's a chance. It takes time, there's a lot of things in Minecraft, yeah. Yeah, the clip is specifically, if you're familiar with Hollowstar's Arudon, and it's a clip of him kind of not really knowing how to fend off, like, zombies in the middle of the night. So he walks into, like, the little house, but one of the other Hollowstars pulled a prank on him, where right inside the door, there's, like, a little pit with a rose bush at the bottom. And instead of, like, trying to, you know, cut down the rose bush, he just kind of kept trying to jump and therefore taking damage from the bush. All in the meanwhile, the zombie that was chasing him is now standing in his doorway, so he just kind of died in a little pit. And it was kind of cute, because he's actually really good at the game now. Funny block game actually hard? Yeah. I get jump scared by everything in Minecraft, it's so funny. I love Minecraft, don't get me wrong. Probably one of my favorite games. I just like listening to all of the sounds in it, even. Okay, do the brim first. Brim. I just started playing it for the first time and came across the warden. Oh no! I'm so sorry. That fella is merciless. I'm so scared that I'm going to, like, find a deep dark. That's what it's called, deep dark biome, where he spawns. And just, like, get my butt beat. Awful experience here out of 10, yeah. I've seen, like, really good players get their daylight absolutely rocked by that thing. And I'm like, oh no. Like, bro, I can hardly fight a creeper. Can't expect me to take on the warden, not right now. Dude, Uma, the deep dark is right under our spawn. Oh no! I mean, at least the stuff from there shouldn't spawn, like, above ground, if that's correct. I hope that's correct. Should all stay contained within its little shiny cave. I haven't found a deep dark in my solo server yet. Maybe at some point I will, but I am not going to touch that. Not yet. Just stick to my cozy, pretty little flowery cave biome. I don't even know what it's called. That is correct. We just keep accidentally digging down into more deep dark. I am so sorry. That sucks. I hope. Not deep dark, but I I hope I find like a mesa biome in my solo server. I think those are fairly new, but they are really pretty. With all the multicolored like sand and dirt. I hope at some point I find a mushroom biome too. I want to see a mushroom in real life. Love those silly little mushroom cows. I'm still like at a point where I kind of need a tutorial for half the stuff in Minecraft though. Like I could hardly tell you how to use redstone properly. I just look at the helpful people on the wiki who know what to do. And just go, uh-huh, sounds right, I guess. And then I can't wait for Ori to one day agree to a group server, an AstraLog group server, so that I can continue to play Minecraft on my own, but this time it's in a group server, so maybe things will change between me being online or offline. One day. Gosh, I love this silly little game. Silly little horror game. Oh, it'll happen in the future. Silly little children's horror game. Yes, that's right. Minecraft is horror. Like, well over a decade ago, when Minecraft first came out, I was like so scared of the zombie sounds. I had to play peaceful mode, like a little wimp. Just because, like, the zombies scared me that much. I'd hear one from nearby and just go, now I'm just like, eh, whatever. It's just some guy. Although sometimes the stuff that I'm not familiar with kind of catch me off guard, like... The first time I heard a drowned zombie, is that what they're called? But like the zombies can be kind of like converted from regular zombies to their aquatic counterparts if you like stick them in water long enough. And I didn't know that was a thing. So I'm down there, you know, just minding my business, haha. And I just hear like this gross gurgling noise, and I'm like, what in the world was that? I had zero idea, and I'm down there in a dark, scary place all alone. Mob noises are still really unsettling, yeah. Love when, like, an Enderman just kind of, like, teleports behind me like nothing personnel kid. Like, at least I know how to deal with a lot of the mobs at this point. Like, you make eye contact with an Enderman, just go into a space only 2 blocks tall that you can fit into and he can't, and then proceed to beat him. Because he can't reach you, but you can reach him. Dealing with a creeper? Just run. Really fast. Dealing with a skeleton? Shields, baby. Dealing with a zombie? Just give him a little pat on the head. That'll knock him out. Sorry about the yawn. Excuse me. I might save the actual animation for another time. I do want to. I don't need to, but I do want to wake up early tomorrow. Take care of something I've been procrastinating on. It's not the end of the world if I sleep through that, but I'd rather not. I've put it off long enough. The smart thing to do. I know popping this into After Effects and animating will take me a hot minute. Brim underleg, go under the head. Where's head? Right here. Underlay. Where'd it go? There it is. Yep. Bang, right bang, there you are. bed. Have a good, nice rest of the stream. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. Good night. I really appreciate it. Okay, good night's sleep. Sweet dreams. Go. Hat. Let's call that hat charm. Gonna stylize the violin. Where's the viola? I forget if I think she plays viola. That's a viola. Mistletoe, and then the Ullo. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Probably just use a single thick line. The silhouette might look better if it's sticking out a little bit. symmetrical. Great. Not the worst. Probably want that part to be a little longer then. That part up there. So let's bring this up a little bit. Chin rest here. It's going to be blocked by the hat anyway. This to be up even more. Other side. Gosh, I'm like really in the zone right now. Highway to the danger zone. Hopefully there's no danger here. Just keep from being muddy, I'll cover these. Probably will want to bring them down there. That's better. Alright, do the bow in the back. Behind the back hair layer. Bow up. Man, could you imagine if I was really bad at naming all of my folders and layers? I would not be able to find a single thing in here. And that's your reminder. Stay organized, kids. Stay organized. Save often. Don't lose your way, as they say in the animes. As my man Sawano Hiroyuki once wrote, number one way to not draw on the wrong layer. Guarantee you, as it is the way of the artist, that mistake will probably still be made. Several times over. that just leaves the little cat creatures. Little animal friends. Oh yeah, it's all come together. Very simple creatures. Probably actually. There's so many black outlines going on. It might just do them flat and white. Blushes. Actually, I wonder. Pause. Cute. That's just one layer, so don't need a group for that. Shrunk in a little bit. Yeah. more for the skirt. Yay! Cool. I think it's about as done as the drawing part of it is gonna get. Just turn off that. Center her in the image. Turn off the sketch. Nice. Yeah, I think that's all of Emuri. Granted, I didn't draw like the little bows on her sleeves. Do I want to add them? I probably should. It's gonna bother me now. Do it in a very simple manner too. Which one's on top? The other side. There's one. That looks good. Other arm. See, what did I say? Drawing on the wrong layer is still a very real possibility when you still draw it all correctly. You know what I mean. Okay, where is right arm? Now it is on the right layer. Least. Okay. Now we are done with the art portion of it. I think. I hope. May go back and make some little tweaks after the fact, but I'm content with this. Whew! Nice, nice, nice. I think I'll just save the actual animation part of it for another night. I'm sleepy and it's past midnight. And I know that'll take me quite a bit. Plus, I need to wake up early in the morning. I've decided I'm finally going to stop procrastinating on something that involves me going to legal offices to do, which is never a fun thing to do. So, hopefully that goes over smoothly and is actually worth waking up early for. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope it was relaxing. I felt good about that. I'll probably do more art streams in the future. Tomorrow, Orion and I will be doing a Pokemon bingo race. I believe he is making the thumbnails for it, so I will have a waiting room up as soon as that is available for me. I believe it'll be later in the day, like 7 p.m. Eastern time, I think we agreed on. Maybe I'll sneak in a stream earlier in the day, maybe not. let's see how tired I am midday tomorrow first. And then as for my schedule for the coming week, it's still a little bit up in the air. So I'll figure that out. I might make a decision on Monday, which is a little later than I'd like it to be, but at least I'd like to have some sort of schedule out for the next week at some point, instead of not being able to have one. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you had a chill time. With that, I'm gonna get some sleep. All of you should get some sleep too, unless it's not sleep time. In other words, enjoy your day. And with that, good night everybody. Good night everybody. Good night.